I'm live. Okay. Let's just straighten this thing out a little bit here. Okay. Maybe that's better. Okay, all the yarn. All right, how do I see other things? Okay. So if I hit the chat, some messages live. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hello, hello, hello. We're going live for the knit along. I have my coffee and all my things. And my window is open because it's kind of cool outside. Okay. We're a little early because I wasn't sure if I could get this thing going. Okay. Do. I should have some kind of music playing or something. Yep. But then copyright, so yeah. Do. I don't have my watch on. Do. So. All the shells of fall. Okay. I think that's where I am. I think. Alright, can I still see, like, what time it is? No, it's not gonna let me. What does that button do? Oh my. Oh my. No, make it go away. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is our, hi! This is our cast on party for the All the Shawls of Fall knit along. And, if you've already cast one on, whips do count, so you're cool. But I figured we'd have a live sort of episode this week instead of a recorded one, since today is the start of our knit along / crochet along. So, and my big cup of coffee, this is like 1.5 cups of coffee in coffee cup size, because coffee cups are different sizes than regular cups that you use to measure for baking, which is weird. Anyway, okay, so I just want to talk about the knit along. So this is all about the knit along, all the shawls of fall, and it's a knit along / crochet along. So just knit and crochet any shawl, any size, out of any yarn. And every shawl that you finish during the knit along will get you an entry into a prize or prizes at the end of the knit along. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have at least 2 prizes, which I'll talk about later. But anyway, yeah, so any shawl, any size, any yarn, just knit or crochet all the shawls. And this knit along is running from today until December 21st. So for the calendar, fall season for the Northern Hemisphere. Is it the Northern Hemisphere? Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't do science today. Okay, so, yes, my name is Alicia. You can follow me on Instagram. I am at Read Knit Run. And on Ravelry, I am Liddy Knits 2, ALITTY KNITS T-O-O. Since this is live, I won't be putting in text on the screen, so I will do my best to spell things. Yes, so it is Saturday afternoon. I have my cup of coffee. It is the first day of fall, so I went to the store this morning and I had to get some groceries. And of course, I picked up some apple cider and donuts, so I had some of that this morning. And it was delicious. Yeah, so knit all the shawls. Hello, hello, welcome. Yay, people. Okay. So I figured since this knit along is all about the shawls, okay, I have my window open because it's actually a little bit cool outside. This morning when I woke up, it was 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's supposed to reach a high of about 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very, very comfortable. So I have on a shawl right now. Not that I need it, but come on. So I am currently wearing one of my designs. Oh my gosh, the pumpkin spice yarn. Yes. Okay, I love that the comments show up on the screen. This is amazing. Okay, so this basket right here is all all the yarn that I've dyed, just different colors, but I had a bunch of orders. I need to increase the number of skeins available. Note to self, do that later today. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I put my labels on them and they just look so gosh darn cute with the label on it. Oh my gosh. It looks pro and I think it's funny. But this is the pumpkin ale in a full skein, which is glorious. And then the pumpkin ale on a mini skein with the mini label. It's so cute. Anyway, and I have, yeah, pumpkin spice latte, which don't have tags yet. But yeah, it's gonna be so fun. Okay. And I have other colors there. I'm going to be all over the place today and I love it. So, yeah, I'm wearing one of my shawl designs. This is Reverie. Reverie. I have to look up when I'm thinking about how to spell. But yes, Reverie, it's available on Ravelry. And this is a garter stitch and brioche stitch shawl. Thank you. I love my yarn as well. This is knit out of, what was this? This was Cloudborn. Merino nylon. This is Petal is the colorway. It's a beautiful light pink. The speckled yarn is Teeny Button Studios. Love her podcast, Cherry Pearls podcast. Teeny Button Studios in the Sally's Pralines colorway, which is just gorgeous. And then this nice gray color is another Cloudborn merino nylon, and the color is Shayla Heather. La Jolla girl, how are you? I can't wait for DFW in April. Okay. I did notice, I don't know if Craftsy's sale is still going on, but I totally got on and ordered yarn the other day. And because I own a few skeins of this Shayla Heather colorway, I did notice that on their website it looks more brown than it does in person. In person it looks more gray than brown. So yeah, that kind of threw me off a little. Like, I don't know if my color settings on my screen are off, but yeah, that is something that's very difficult to try to plan accordingly with your projects, because sometimes it does look different on the computer screen than in person, so I get that. Anyway, so for the knit along, if you knit any of my patterns, you get 2 entries into the drawing for the prize at the end of the knit along. And then any shawl pattern at all designed by anyone gets you 1 entry into the knit along. So Reverie counts for double entries. I have my whole pile of shawls right here, and I love it. Another one of my designs, which will get you double entries, is Serendipity. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah. So this one is free on Ravelry. Serendipity, Serendipity. Serendipity, yes. Okay. You cast on Daydreamer, nice. Yeah, so Serendipity I wrote to be 2 colors, but I used a mini skein gradient set for one of the colors. And so it's got this really nice gradient effect going on, and it's stripy and solid. I'll just put on all the shawls as I talk about them. Whatever. I love this one. So this is a free pattern that I offer on Ravelry, and this one will also get you double entries. And you can knit more than 1 shawl for this knit along, for sure. Yes. And then I also have Daydreamer. Daydreamer is pretty quick because it's not a huge triangle shawl. It's an asymmetric, like boomerang style. So it's also really nice to just throw on if it's not too cold outside. I know some of y'all who live in the southern hemisphere are sort of transitioning into spring at this time, and so this might be more appropriate for you guys. But yeah, I have garter, lace, stripes, texture, and then more lace and stripes at the end. And this one's really fun. Oh, thank you, thank you. Cool. All right, so that is that. Oh, Reverie, I believe, is still 20% off. I think the 20% off promotion runs until October 3rd. I think that's right. So whenever I release a new pattern, I put it 20% off for the first month. So this one is still on discount. Okay. It's hard to choose. I know. It always is. Knit more than 1. Knit them all. It's called All the Shawls of Fall. Yeah, so these are the 3 shawls I've designed so far. I do have another design that I'm working on. It's going to be my first All the Shawls of Fall shawl. But yeah, I did not make any progress on this from the last time that I showed it to you, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to finishing this during the knit along. So yeah, this one is, I'm using Leading Men Fiber Arts Gothic Queen. Leading Men Fiber Arts has such amazing yarn. The solid gray, light creamy gray, I believe, is Cascade yarn. And then this gorgeous variegated one is Lone Star Arts in the Vintage Photograph colorway. Oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. So I'm currently working on this one. And I'm excited to finish so I can share the pattern with y'all. Whip Mountain is huge. Preaching to the choir here. Yeah. Do you have any shawl whips? Because whips totally count for the knit along. I don't care when you started them. Finish them, put in a picture, and you're good to go. Or scarves. Scarves would be fine as well. Yeah, so I figured I would share some of my other shawls. Here is another shawl that I designed, but I never posted the pattern. Just because I'm indifferent about it, but I still like it. In fact, I wore it today when I went to the store. But it's a real basic triangle shawl with some lace going down the center, and then I've got these like triangle shaped lace panels on here. But yeah, and then the bottom down there. This one I had to block like crazy to get the lace to read well. But yeah, I like it. I wish it was bigger, honestly. I wish it was bigger, but it's very light and nice. This yarn is, I believe it's U2 yarn, EWE 2 yarn. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and it's really, really pretty. But yeah, that's another shawl I have. Pretty. I have a nice folded pile over here, and now I'm just gonna have this crumpled up mess in my lap. Ooh, here's another free pattern on Ravelry. This is called Reyna, Reyna. Reyna. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's not one of mine. I think the designer's name is Nora, Noora, I believe. I might be messing that up, but Reyna is a nice free pattern. It's a very quick knit. I used fingering weight yarn to make this, but you could just follow the same pattern and make it out of a heavier weight yarn to get a larger shawl without doing more repeats, which would be really pretty. For this one I used Knit Picks Hawthorne Finger, and the color is Alberta. Yeah, Reyna is really fun. But it's garter and lace. It's super easy. So it's a good beginner shawl as well. Yep. So that's a good one. I'm ready. I'm ready for winter. Yeah, that's a good one. I should just take off the shawl that I'm wearing. But yeah, I like the Reyna. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, I think you guys are gonna know this one. Can you guess? How about now? This is the Find Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mowry, which was super, super popular. Last year? The year before? Whatever. Everyone was knitting it. Oh my gosh. And it's huge. It is massive. Yeah, my window is open. I'm sorry. But I did this one from gray to green, from green to blue, and from blue to purple. So I didn't really like fade, but I like it. Did I ever fix that dropped stitch? I had a dropped stitch in here and I caught it with a progress keeper. And it was on here for the longest time, but I don't see the progress keeper, so I must have fixed it. Oh, thank goodness. And I finally wove in all my ends. It only took me like a year. But this thing is ginormous and I love it. I mean, it is like a blanket to just wear with you. Oh yeah. Find your fade. And with all the fade kits that yarn dyers are doing, I kind of wish I would have waited to knit this until dyers were putting out fade kits, because the fade kits are insanely gorgeous. Free your fade. See, I haven't knit that one, but I want to because it looks really awesome. And I've heard it's sort of easier than this one in the fact that it's not, the size of Texas. But yeah, Find Your Fade is another shawl I have. Oh my gosh. So much fun. This one, I was really proud of myself for finishing because I was brand new to podcasting and like the pressure was on because everyone was knitting this thing, and yeah, I'm just really happy that I finished it. Oh, that's a good one. So what else do I have? Oh, here's just a simple boomerang. This one is knit out of Woolen Boon, Woolen, Boon, Boon, Woolen Boon yarn. And this color is Ambrosia Salad. So it's this pretty like lime, you see the limey green and all the speckles. Ooh, I love this one. So this, I just used a single skein of yarn, fingering weight yarn, and the pattern I got from Steve of the Dramatic Knits podcast. He's one of the dyers behind Leading Men Fiber Arts. He knits a lot of boomerang shawls, and he just posted, it's like a 2-row repeat, and he put it in his notes section on his project page. So what I did is I copied it, and he said that was fine. You're welcome to use it. That's why he put it up there. And so in the notes section on my project, I put those 2-row repeats in my notes as well. And it's not made by me, so feel free to copy, and use. But yeah, this is a good one too because it's more scarf-like in my opinion, so it's a little easier to wear. But yeah, that's fun. And it's just garter. Really easy. And I believe Steve knits these mostly as shop samples to show off his yarn, and it really does show off the yarn really well. Yep. So there's another free option. I'm all about the free. There we go. Now you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I like it. Ooh, yes, I love this one. So this is Campside by Alicia Plummer. Us Alicias, we unite together. No, I'm just kidding. Alicia is one of those names that I've seen spelled like 7 different ways. So every time I see an Alicia who spells her name the same way, I'm like, yeah. So, yeah. This is Campside, and this is a DK weight pattern. And it has these beautiful eyelets. This is a free pattern on Ravelry as well. And I love that the eyelets transition into more and more eyelets. And then there's this nice ribbing at the edge to frame the whole thing out, which is just gorgeous. It is very large. Me too with my name. Yes, Lori. I've seen that spelled several ways as well. Especially nowadays where people are trying to get more creative in how they spell their children's names. Yeah. Yeah. You're unique, just like everyone else. Yes, I love this shawl. So I did use, what yarn is this? So this is This is yarn from Hobby Lobby. This is, what is that yarn called? I can picture the label, but not the name. It's in their baby yarn section. Goodness. Oh, I might just go get the label over there, but it's in one of their gray colors that's like tonal, so it's not just solid, and I really like that. I did use 2 balls of it. My goodness, I can't remember the name of this yarn. Hold please while I look at a label. Haha! Yes, something B, you got it. Baby B. Oh, look, here it is, even the same. I found more of it on the clearance rack. Yeah, Baby B Sweet Delight. Yes. Flannel Marled. Is that the same? Oh, this is different. See, I think this had elephant in the name. Anyway. Yeah, because this does not look the same. No, this is clearly lighter than this one. I think this was like elephant marled, something like that. But yeah, this is 100% acrylic. Well, 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide. Same thing, basically. But it is a DK weight, right? Yeah, it's got the little logo with the number 3, little skein of yarn with a 3 in it. Anyway, so I used 2 balls of this to make this shawl. And this is really nice. I wear this a lot at work because it matches a lot of my work attire. And it's just nice to throw on when I'm sitting in my office and the air conditioner is cranked up in the summer. But yeah. It's big, it's cozy, and it's another free pattern on Ravelry. Let's see if I can show this to you. Yeah. Yeah, this is really nice. I had bought a shawl pin at DFW Fiberfest this past April, and so I'll just, you know, pin it over here, and it's kind of like wearing a cardigan, and yeah, exactly. Cool. Yes, everyone needs a nice gray shawl in their wardrobe, so that's nice. I have another one made out of the same yarn, just different colors. This is actually the first shawl I ever made. Yeah, this is the first shawl I ever like successfully made. Because I had attempted before but never actually finished. So this one, oh my gosh, what is this one called? You've had the campsite in your queue for a while. Make it. It was very nice. She has the pattern written out and charts. So there are both available, so you can choose which one you like better. I personally like the written instructions more than a chart, so I really appreciated that she had both. It also makes it easier to learn, like since I like the written instructions, but I don't like the chart, because I know one but not the other, I can kind of use it to try to understand the other, which is nice. What is this shawl called? Oh, I don't know, but I think the designer is Craig Rosenfeld. But this is another free pattern on Ravelry. I love free patterns. I just love free patterns. Very, very simple. 2-row repeat, striping, and then solid. So I just used 2 different colors of the Baby B DK weight yarn. I've got this gorgeous solid purple, which I think is like grape. I think grape is in the color name. This is a test of my memory. And then you think this is just solid white, but it's not. It has these really subtle peach and green speckles. You can't see any of the green because it's really, really, you can see it in person, but you can't see it on the camera very well. But yeah, I like this. So it's just a really basic triangle. Yep. And I love the solid bit at the end. So when you wear it, it's just, yep. I like it. And I wish I would have made this to be a little bit bigger. But honestly, I think if I gave it a good wash and blocked it, it would grow. So maybe that's just what I need to do. Anyway. And then I don't know why this one is on the bottom of my pile. I have one more. This one I love so much, you guys. I love it so much. This is a brioche shawl by Stephen West. This is called the Meandering Shawl. Oh, yeah. Oh, this shawl. Isn't that center line gorgeous? The zigzagging back and forth, hence meandering. I love it. I did kind of mess up, but who cares? This beautiful, colorful yarn here is Malabrigo. And the color is Anniversario. Yes. And on the other color, right, because brioche is reversible, this is not just a solid gray. It has colors speckled in, some blue and yellow. It's really subtle. So this yarn is something with dice. Oh gosh, what was it? It was an indie dyer. I ordered it off from Etsy. Dye is Cast. Dye is Cast. DYE is Cast. But she's got 2 dice on her logo. So it's like a play on words. Very, very nice yarn. I love it. Dye is Cast on Etsy. And then the dark color is Malabrigo. Yes, oh my gosh. I remember seeing this shawl on Ravelry and thinking, oh my gosh, brioche knitting, that is so beyond me. There is no way. And so I put this pattern in my favorites thinking maybe one day I'll get there. And Craftsy has classes. It's the fingering weight. What is the name of their fingering weight? Yeah. I can't remember for the life of me. I think Rios is worsted, but beyond that, yeah, I'd have to find the tag, but it's the fingering weight version. And Anniversario is the colorway. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I have it in my box of tags. I love my rolly chair. Here's my box of tags. Oh yes. Oh, I did get that one right. U2 yarn was my green shawl. Okay, let's just see. I have lots of Patton's Croy in here because I knit a lot of socks out of that. Malabrigo, where are you? I don't know that it would be on the bottom. Anyway. Sometimes it's fun to go back and look at all the yarn that you've knit with. Oh my gosh, I found it. Sock. It just says sock. Malabrigo sock. Yeah. 440 yards on my 100-gram skein. Superwash merino wool. Yep. So Malabrigo sock. I would not have guessed that. That's crazy. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yes, I didn't think I was going to be able to knit this because brioche, from what I'd heard other people talk about brioche knitting, that it was just this really complicated thing that, you know, will take months to learn. Yeah, Anniversario in Arroyo. Oh, it is gorgeous. It's super colorful. Very, very colorful. It's like, if I had to pick, I mean, I wouldn't call it speckled, but I do like on the brioche that it kind of separates out each knit column. Anyway, it's very vibrant and I love it. But yeah, I purchased a class on Craftsy when they put their classes on sale. Thank you. And I only paid $10 for the class, and I get to go back and rewatch the videos whenever I want. And that's how I learned how to brioche knit. I believe the lady who teaches the class, her name is Nancy, I want to say. But she was very well-spoken and clear-spoken on the videos, and she was easy to follow along with. And so after watching the tutorial videos, I was like, okay, Stephen West, let's go. So, like I said, I did mess up in this shawl. It's not perfect, but I think it just adds a little bit of character to it. I know for sure it's mine, and I love it. I love it, love it. I think I need to give it another good stretch because I think it's kind of scrunched up over time sitting on the shelf over the summer. But yeah, that's a really fun pattern. This is the only thing I've knit by Stephen West, I think. Yeah. But it was a very well organized pattern, so. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 shawls that I have made for myself. I have one on the needles. I have a few that I have given away as gifts. So, yeah, all the shawls of fall. I love it. So, I have not made any worsted weight shawls, so I think I might challenge myself to make at least one worsted weight shawl this year. I use a lot of fingering weight because when I go to DFW Fiber Fest, I usually just buy fingering weight yarn. But I do have some worsted weight in my stash, so I should see about making a worsted weight shawl. And maybe I'll just do the Reina, because I've been wanting the Reina as using a larger weight yarn instead of just the fingering weight. So I might make a worsted weight version. I think that would be really nice. Tristan on the Girls in the Yarn Cafe podcast made herself a couple of Raina shawls using, I think, worsted weight yarn, but she like changed the colors, and I thought it looked really, really nice what she did, so I might kind of copy her on that one. Yeah, she did. She had like blue, white, and gold on one of them, and I just thought it was the best. Yeah, one DK weight and the rest are all fingering. Yeah, we need to get some worsted weight up in here. Excuse me. Okay, so the knit along runs until December 21st, so September, October, November, December, so 3 months. It's just about finishing the shawls. So like I said, it doesn't matter when you start them. It's just about finishing them. I've got the finished objects thread open in our Ravelry group, D Hard House Podcast on Ravelry. Just search for that in the groups. You need to be a member of the group to win, so just click join. It's really easy. All the rules are in there, so any shawl, any size, any yarn. If you knit one of my patterns, you get 2 entries instead of just 1, so it's a bonus. I do have a free pattern available as well as a couple of paid for patterns. Yeah, just click join when you have time. It's real easy. And I don't spam you guys with emails and stuff, so. Yeah, so prizes. Definitely one of the prizes is going to be a bag out of my shop. So D Hard House Creations on Etsy. I have some bags in there. Let me just grab this one over here. So this bag, what about using your yarn? Yeah, double entries if you use my yarn as well. I totally forgot that I dye yarn. I need to add that to the rules. Thank you. Yeah, so extra entry if you use my yarn. So if you use my yarn and my pattern, you can enter it in 3 times. If you use anyone else's yarn and my pattern, you get 2 entries. If you use my yarn with anyone else's pattern, 2 entries. If you don't use my yarn and you don't use my pattern, 1 entry. Yeah. Love it. I need to add the yarn thing. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, so one of the prizes will be a tall bag out of my shop. This one is reserved for the 100 subscriber giveaway. So I'm going to give you guys until next week. So it was episode, I think it was 45 was the previous episode, where I announced the 100 subscriber giveaway, and all you have to do is comment on that episode. I have some instructions in there about what to comment about, but someone is going to win this bag. So this is my tall size. I actually have over here the same pattern in the small size, and my shawl is bursting out of here. So because this is a shawl knit along, I'm going to give the taller bag away, since shawls fit in here better, but not this fabric, because I think I'm out of this fabric. So what we'll do is at the end of the knit along, I will, because it's around Christmas time, but not everyone wants a Christmas bag, so what we'll do is I'll let that person, whoever wins that prize, choose a design out of the shop, whatever's currently up at the end of the knit along. And I will send that person a tall size bag. And yeah, so that'll be one of the prizes. And then another prize will be a skein of yarn out of my shop. So I will be coming up with more colorways. Right now I currently have fall colors going on. So I have pumpkin ale and I have a full skein drying in the other room right now. I only have minis with me, pumpkin spice latte. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I don't have any of those with me right now. I have Once Upon a Time colorways. I did a mini skein set. I have Star Wars colorways as a mini skein set. I did make myself a full skein of Mary Margaret with the purple, gold, and gray. And I need to dye another one because I want to make myself a cardigan out of this. Or should it be a shawl? No, because I'm doing a worsted weight. Oh my gosh. There's just too much. But yeah, I'll be coming up with more colorways, so if you guys have suggestions, so because this knit along is ending in December, which is near Christmas, would you want Christmas themed things as prizes or not necessarily? Because this is called All the Shawls of Fall. But by the time this knit along ends, fall will be over. So will you still want fall things? I don't know. I love fall, so I would still want fall things, but not everyone is as obsessed as I am. But yeah, feel free to comment below if you have any suggestions. Christmas, not Christmas, something. But there will definitely be a bag and at least one skein of yarn that will be prizes. And if any of you makers out there want to donate prizes to the podcast, I would really, really appreciate that. Just get in touch with me on Ravelry. My username is AlittyKnits2, ALITTYKNITSTOO. Yeah, so at least a bag and a skein of yarn. And then we'll go from there. And I'm really, really excited. So, what are you guys casting on? What do you already have on the needles if you haven't cast on? Like what kind of patterns are you guys going for? Winter themed. I like that. For sure. Oh my gosh, snow. I live in Texas, so I really miss the snow. I grew up in Michigan, so yeah, winter, it gets cold, but not snowy cold. But I love winter themed things. I like that. Yeah. Oh gosh. This is fun. I kind of like doing this live because then you guys get to actually comment and I can respond right away, which is really neat. But yeah, oh yeah, I had to run to the store to get some supplies. I need to put together some stitch markers today. Ooh. Grashus? Grashus. Is that how you say that? Grashus? Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Hipster shawl. Ooh, oh, Exploration Station. I really want to do that one. Yeah. Did I mention you guys can totally double dip with other knit-alongs? Let's see. Who else is having knit-alongs? Vine and the Yarngasm podcast is starting one. This KAL may motivate me. Good. Okay. So mixing red and green, but not necessarily all in like one skein kind of thing. I like it. Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to come up with some Christmas colorways as well. And then non-holiday themed yarns. Now, okay, I love Harry Potter. But there is already a lot of Harry Potter out there. Like, everyone does Harry Potter patterns and yarn and bags. And I feel like that is already like an ocean of stuff that's available to everyone. So as much as like I want to do Harry Potter, I'm like, mm, like so many people do Harry Potter, you know? Beyond the Wall. Baubles. Oh, bauble stitches. I haven't done bauble stitches with knitting. I have worked popcorn stitch in crochet though, which seems similar. Yeah. But I can understand why you wouldn't want to knit something with a bunch of baubles. Let's see. What was I talking about? I am the worst. Excuse me. Harry Potter, that was it. So I also love Star Wars. That's a big thing. What else? What else do I like? I love The Office. Okay, The Office. I could rewatch those episodes hundreds of times over and still laugh. I love The Office. Dwight Schrute. I should make some Dwight Schrute colorways. Oh my gosh. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That would be a colorway. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. What are you guys into? Do you buy Big Bang? Oh, I love Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon. Oh my gosh. Young Sheldon. If you have seen the episode with the brisket recipe, oh my god. I don't want to give anything away, but his Meemaw with her brisket recipe was my grandma with her pecan pie recipe. I love that episode. Yeah, Big Bang Theory. I love it. I have my master's degree in mathematics and I teach at the college here in town, and I'm a total nerd. So if there's a TV show about nerd life, I'm watching it for sure. Comic book stuff. A lot of comic book stuff. Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Luke Cage, The Punisher, just holy superheroes. Yeah, so there are a lot of other things out there to choose. See, I haven't seen Outlander. I need to see that. Hunger Games, yes. Hunger Games. Every time I teach odds and probability, Katniss Everdeen is on my PowerPoint slides. Hunger Games for sure. Yeah. Anyway, I want to dive into the Harry Potter world, but like I said, everyone does Harry Potter, so I don't know if I'm going to go down that rabbit hole because everyone else is there. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. So, yeah, I want this to be different than having a regular episode, so I'm not going to talk about my other knits. I just wanted this to be about all the shawls. And we're getting close to an hour, so I think I'm going to wrap it up at this point. So next week, I will talk about the usual finished objects, whips, that kind of thing. We'll continue to talk about the knit along. I've got the threads open in the group on Ravelry, so you guys can post your pictures as you finish things. Yes, I also have a chatter thread, so if you want to ask questions, talk about patterns, share patterns, If you have any questions about my patterns, feel free to post there as well. And yes, Nancy, thank you for coming. It was a pleasure to have you, see you again. I get to see your picture at least. Um, yeah, so that's that. Keep knitting all the things. Knit the shawls so you can get entered in to win some prizes. And yeah, I should have this done soon, especially since I have finished Dad's sweater. And now I have more knitting time available for this. So I should be finishing this design soon so that I can get another pattern up. Oh, I could give a pattern away as a prize as well. That's an option. But yeah, oh my gosh, all the shawls, and I love knitting them, and I always want more, but I see this pile over here, and I'm like, do I really need more shawls? Yes, yes, I do need more shawls. They also make good gifts, actually. Um, yeah, my sister just moved to Oklahoma, and apparently it will actually snow there in the winter. So I could give her a shawl, another shawl. Anyway, I'm excited. And I hope you guys are excited, and I can't wait to see your pictures of what you're knitting, and it gives me more ideas of things that I can knit as well, and to share those with others. I've given most of the ones I've made away. Yeah. I mean, it is so much fun to make. And I love the process, but I'm definitely a what do people say? Process versus what kind of knitter? But I love the finished object at the end. Um, but I love the whole journey there. So, yeah, it is fun to make new things. So, anyway, project. Process versus project. I am a project knitter for sure. Um, but I enjoyed the whole time. Okay, I am ramble bramble here. So, yes, join the group, make the shawls. If you use one of my patterns, bonus entry. If you use my yarn, bonus entry. So you can get up to 3 entries total for your shawl. Product knitter. That makes more sense. Yeah, because of finished project. Project. Finished product. Oh my gosh. Project, product, progress, process. Yeah. I'm just stopping. Okay. Um yeah, I think that's it. So all the shawls leading up to too many P words for sure. Thank goodness there are no bad P words. I'm sure I could think of one. Anyway, I'm going to get myself into trouble. And I'm not even drinking alcoholic beverages. I'm drinking coffee. Uh, this needs a rewarm though. Thank you. It was fun. Let's do this again. I agree. Yeah, I like keeping the live things separate from the regular episodes. I think this is really fun, and we will do more of this. So, thanks for joining in, those of you who could make it live. If you're watching this later, thanks for checking it out. And yeah, I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna actually knit. I could sit here and talk about knitting, but honestly, I'm gonna sit down and knit on my shawl. So I will see you guys next week, where we will talk about all the usual things. And enjoy the rest of your weekend and the cooler weather if you're in a place that's starting to get cooler weather. La Jolla girl, I don't know if it ever gets cool down there. She's down in the southern tip of Texas. So stay safe, stay dry, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye. I say bye, and I don't know how to stop this thing. How do I stop this thing? Not much. Yeah, well. Nope. This is awkward. How do I stop? Do I just press the X? Let me try the X. Yes, I want to stop streaming. Thank you.